Alright, the little breaky is over and now we can get back to the show. So, now, Volume 10, Route 1. Fight me, fuckboy. Warnings. Vulgarity. Well, that's true throughout the whole thing. Violence, guns, classism, death, vomit. Okay. We've gone through worse, and none of it has been that bad to begin with. So, every single time, that doesn't change. Yeah, let's go. Volume 10, Route 1. Fight me, fuckboy. Looks like you're back on the beach, prowling around like you're looking for lost coins and trash with a metal detector. Except you're looking for friends and people whose lives you can make a little better with your reality warping powers. Indeed. Come to think of it, maybe you should be looking for lost coins. You're not exactly made of money right now, to say the least. Well, we've never been made of money, so it doesn't matter. You look up and see a fishy dude sitting sadly on the shore. Not fishy in the sense that he's suspicious, well, he kinda is, but in the sense that he literally has fins on his face. He could be fishy in that metaphorical sense as well. Come on now, let's not judge people. But let's not judge people. Although he's definitely a little fishy in the other sense too. Well, yes. After a few seconds, he heaves an exaggerated sigh and turns his head in your direction. It seems his brooding has been paused momentarily. Hey, you over there. Yeah, I'm talking to you. The one looking around to see if there's anyone else I'm talking to when you're literally the only other person around for miles. Yes, thank you for pointing to yourself. Are you that alien friend slut everyone keeps talking about? Friend slut? Wow, I mean, it's not inaccurate. It's not really inaccurate. Now is it? It's a very vulgar word to say, but correct, yes. You tell the guy that yes, you are the friend slut, it's you. That is basically exactly what you are. It's what you do. Slut for friends. Right. You ask him who called you that in the first place. You're going to need to thank them for giving you such apt terminology with which to describe yourself. Was it Solux? You'd bet a lot of money that was Solux. A lot of money that we don't have. No, it wasn't fucking Solux, God. Geez, you really are a hyperactive little bulge muncher, aren't you? Now that was something I came up with myself. After hearing everyone talk about you and shower you with praise on Trolley, and I'm Eridan, by the way. I'm very rich and very important around here. Sure, I believe you, and that makes sense. And by that I mean on this planet. Wow, you sincerely thank Eridan for his nicknaming services. Something tells you that this guy might actually kind of suck though. What gave that away? God, I suck. Oh, well, okay, never mind, he says it himself. My morale and my kisses both spontaneously realized how much of an ungrateful piece of troll garbage I am recently. And they dumped the hell out of me. Ripped my heart out like it was part of grisly offering to the gods. Eridan turns a dramatic eye to the ocean. Oh, it's time for a feeling jam. Fuck yeah. You can't believe you're lucky running into the one motherfucker on this planet desperate enough to just tell a complete stranger all his troubles. It's giving you the perfect ammo. Indeed, just spill your guts to us. Not literal guts, although it did say vomit, so he might actually regurgitate his literal guts to us. Which I'm not looking forward to, but oh well. Ammo with which to pierce his heart. With, like, you know, the power of friendship or something. We know, we get it. So I'm like, going through a lot at the moment because honestly, at this point, I'm feeling pretty worthless. Nobody wants to deal with me or date me or hate me. Nobody's gonna put up with my unentitled wave of bullshit, so what even is the point anymore? Nobody wants to be a friend, and I don't blame them. That's not true, you want to say. No, you want to scream out, so loudly that the entire length of the beach reverberates with your declaration. Against all better judgment, you want to be his friend. You want to comfort this broken-hearted fish boy. There's definitely something wrong with you. No shit there is. Are you just going to stare at me like that? Listen, I don't do this shit for free. Open up in front of other people? I've never met I'd mean. People pay good money for this shit. A good melodramatic ampora wallowing from your truly usually costs a fucking premium. Oh. What? Well, he is a piece of shit like he described himself. Yeah, woe is me, etc, etc. Listen, are you gonna give me the cash or what? This guy can't be fucking serious. Yes, he is. Why is someone this rich asking you for money? I mean, you don't get rich by, not demanding money for stuff. That's kind of how it works, isn't it? Look, a guy can have hobbies, okay? Sometimes that means taking money from poor people because they saw me when I was having one of my bigger moods. You understand, right? I mean, yes, that's what a piece of shit does. So, yes. Awesome, please pay me for listening to my problems. That's wow. You're starting to get an idea of why people might have gotten sick enough of this guy to dump him without remorse. Yes. Calmly, you let Eridan know that you are, simply put, broke as hell. Well, that ain't my problem. Tell you what, if you can't compensate me with the cash, maybe we could find an alternate method of payment. Oh god, though. No, shut the fuck up. I'm not talking about anything dirty or heinous or anything. Give me a little bit of fucking credit. You haven't earned any credit yet. Listen, I'm still messed up over Faf and Viveris, breaking my heart as carelessly as pure beast knocks over a wine glass shattering into a million pieces. If you couldn't tell by my beach gazing, I'm very lonely. What I want for you is to accompany me on a little friendly outing. Oh, okay, so just a picnic or whatever. Is that all? Because honestly, you would have tried to get him to do something like that without any sort of silly prompting on his part, much less actual emotional extortion. This guy might be even more desperate for friendship than you at your worst. But you say sure, you're absolutely down to do anything with him. Anything? You shouldn't have said anything. Really? That's awesome. Eridan tries to crack a light smile and fails. Well, I think I'll let you decide what we should do together on our little friend date. After all, you're the expert in this. So I'll go anywhere you think of. That's a bad choice of words on his part as well. You have an infinity of choices to choose from here. Hot damn, really? You haven't been this overwhelmed with choices ever. You can choose to go anywhere with this rich fish bastard. That's certainly something. I would like to be constrained by some limitations, though. That makes things easier. Okay, maybe having infinite choices is way too much. You have to narrow it down. But you certainly have more options than usual. Or maybe you should just ask him where he wants to go. You decide. Oh shit, we fucked in choices. Fucking hell. Fuck it, let's go to the anime store. So that's where you want to go. Sure, that's my first choice. I've never been to an anime store myself. That's fine, I guess. Eridan's frown morphs into a bigger frown. It's clearly not fine for him. Listen, forget this whole thing, actually. I think that maybe we just aren't meant to be friends. Given that you couldn't anticipate my needs when you made your decision so carelessly. Well, no, I don't know you. Of course I made it carelessly. Fuck you, you're a bastard. What the fuck? You thought he was insisting on doing what you wanted. You were completely fine letting him... Oh goddamn, he's leaving already. Before you even said anything. You stopped paying attention for one freaking text box and this is what happens. He's moping his way across the beach, away from you, like a humongous tool. Maybe it was for the best. He was giving you some sort of zebra vibes, if you're being honest. For once, you don't feel much regret for leaving a guy off your friends list. Game over. It's a bit too short, though. We can't leave it at that. It's not even been 10 minutes yet. No. Okay, no. We're doing that again. Okay, fine, Mr. Snotty Mouth. Where are we going? Fine, you. You're not sure what to do. What do you think, Eridan? I already told you. I want to go wherever you want to go. That's bullshit. God damn it, you were hoping he'd pick up on your lack of clarity on the best decision. Does he really not have anywhere in particular that he wants to go? Well, surely it doesn't matter what you pick, if he's being so insistent on letting you choose. Oh, it does matter. He's a fucking shithead. Fine. No, fuck that. Infinite loop? Is this an infinite loop? I already told you. I want to go wherever you want to go. God damn it, you're being... Is this an infinite loop? Come on now. Is this an infinite loop? Okay, it does look like to be an infinite loop. The text isn't changing, nothing's changing. Okay, fine. Let's go to Alright, I guess we're just gonna have to restart this as many times as it takes. Alright, let's go to Earth. So that's where you're going. That's fine, I guess. Listen, I forgot this. Meant to be for... fuck's sake. Okay, fine. God damn, this piece of shit. Wow. They're really making it... Well done. Well done. Making me hate this guy already. Alright, let's find the graveyard. That's... alright, not the graveyard. Bloody fucking hell. Let's... stay at this beach. Wow. Alright, stolen art museum. That's fine, I get. What? Okay. Alright, watch a movie? Yes, hell yes. Oh, okay. So, okay, that was arbitrary. Alright. Eridan, you are an arbitrary piece of shit. Alright, fair enough. Hell yes, hell fucking yes, you know what is up. We are totally in fucking sync. After what? This was the 6th choice? You're not sure if that's a compliment or an insult. It's an insult from him. Fuck this guy. No, I already have movie tickets. Well, how the fuck am I... Fuck you, Eridan. And had them for like a month. Okay. And was planning on going a few minutes from now anyways. What the f... Okay, yeah, okay, this guy's a piece of shit. So clearly we were destined to be together as lifelong fucking pals. Because you knew exactly what we were always going to do. You're sorry, he had movie tickets this whole time? Why didn't he say so? Oh, you know, you don't. You're a little miffed that he was just expecting you to know what he wanted the whole time. But you're not letting it get to you. It is getting to me a little bit, though. It is getting a little bit to me. Moving on, let's get the show on the fucking road. I'm calling up the airship right now, and we can take a nice little scenic route to watch the planet-renowned classic known as Shrek 2. It is a good movie. I won't deny that. Shrek 2 is a fucking good movie. Haven't seen it in a very long time, but it's fucking good. What do you say? Hell yeah. Your eyes widen a little, and your body instinctively makes a spit-take note. You're sorry. Shrek 2. Classic. Yeah. Fuck you, Stickman. It's a good movie. It's fun. Appreciate it. Finally, someone speaking your fucking language. It's an unironic masterpiece that... Suddenly, a hazy memory pops into your head of Shrek and Eridan standing side by side in the desert, surrounded by the black void of a cracked sky. And just as quickly as it pops into your head, it disappears. Oh boy, what the fuck was that? That's a very good question. What the fuck was that? Is your mind playing tricks on you? Was Eridan smiling just then? You're not entirely sure why that stuck out to you. This vision was so out of place that, were it not for Eridan, you just start thinking none of your vague past memories were real. In fact, it almost makes you doubt that any of what you're experiencing is real. And yet, it strikes you as very familiar. Is there something else you forgot, somehow? Probably, yes, I have forgotten everything. I will keep forgetting everything as this progresses. This isn't a single session, this is taking place I'm doing these, obviously, you know by now, in between many days. Separation of time and space. Well, not space, I'm literally in the same exact room, sitting on the same exact chair, speaking into the same exact microphone, staring at the same screen. But the time differences, that's no... Ooh, Nelly. Ooh, Nelly, that makes my mind just whiz by in weird directions. It doesn't make sense how I'm doing this at all. Not at all. But you'll eventually figure it out if you haven't already. And I'm talking to you, audience. Yes, you watching this, listening to this right now. Because there's not a lot to watch. This should be background noise for you. Okay? Got it? This is what this is meant to be. Background noise. You refocus on your surroundings. Suddenly, you're on an airship deck, and Eridan's walking in front of you towards the bridge of the ship. Holy fuck, this airship is huge, you say. Also, when did you get here? You walked on it like any bipedal quadruple or centipedal alien would? What are you talking about? Sorry, Shrek was making you dissociate. Okay, fine, fucker, I'll just say it again. Welcome to the airship de Ampara. It's practically my second or third to home, and basically it's fucking incredible in every conceivable way. No kidding. The airship could probably fit a few city blocks on it. Wow. Oh, those are buses right there. Those are smaller airships there. On the side there on the screen. Shit, that's massive actually. Oh no, there's a computer screen. Oh, it's a small like trailer. Yeah, that's massive. Fucking hell. Almost rivals 40k scale. Yeah. Blocks on the buildings and all. Hell, it looks like it could fit at least 3 more conventional, lesser airborne ships on it. You'd probably get tired walking from end to end on the damn thing if you couldn't teleport. You and Eridan mosey on over to the dressing room of the airship. The room is filled with a surprisingly wide variety of outfits, from various capes to casual t-shirts to flarp cosplay to... Well, there's a ton of shit here. There's a pile of ornate sticks in the corner too. You wonder... Don't touch the wand pile, by the way. They don't do anything. Since magic is fake as shit after all. You resist the urge to laugh in his face. Of course magic is real. Those are all just confiscations. And I confiscate from unscrupulous lowbloods. In a store. With, my many stacks of cash given to the owner. Definitely not something I like having here. Right. Yeah, okay. Come on now. Just admit... Okay. Just admit you're a fucking flarpa. Your eyes wander a little bit more around the room, and besides the elaborate costumes with crazy labels, angsting ensemble, really? You see a lot of really fancy dresses. They look pretty neat. You kind of want to put one on. It's about time for you to add another fan-art generating attire to your wardrobe. Hell no, those dresses are mine. Wait, really? You're a little surprised. You knew he had a sense of fashion, but you didn't know that his taste was so good. The dresses look so pristine. You ask him if he's ever put them on himself before, or if he just keeps them here to look nice. They do look pretty nice, yes. Of course I put those on before. Just, they're private use only, you know. And before you get the whole wrong idea, no, I'm not like thinking about my gender or anything like that. When I put them on, they just feel nice and breezy and shit. I mean, let's be real. Genders are more or less a fake as hell mess that puts unnecessary restraints on people's lives anyways. Correct. It's just so arbitrary, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, sure. I agree. To nobody's practical benefit, I might add. That is correct as well, yes. And it's not even like there weren't trolls who were assigned differently at birth, even back at a long-ass time ago. Point is, the concept that gender is a strict binary isn't archaic. It's just flat-out wrong. And I think it's honestly really kind of fucked up. Especially since people go out and say it's a stone-set immutable fucking law, just using it as an excuse to divide people up and flaunt their superiority. There's something in Eridan's voice that makes it clear he spent a lot of time thinking about this stuff. No shit. Something about the way he's recounting it all that makes you think he didn't learn this sort of stuff to impress people or appear woke, as the kids say. Or for any reason besides the subject factoring into his personal development in some way. Maybe he isn't so bad. Yeah, he's just figuring things out. Still, figuring out who he is, who he wants to be. And that's good, good. Anyways, let's talk about the hemo spectrum. The what? Anyone lower than yellow is gutter blood trash that probably doesn't deserve the horrid life they live. Which is why I've planned so many raids on their neighborhoods on this very airship and spent so much time sniping leagues in the air and shooting holes into low blood feet. That'll show them to have less satisfactory essences coursing through their veins. You immediately fall to your knees and start throwing up on the floor. You quickly reassure Eridan that you didn't unceremoniously bark all over his likely priceless carpet in response to his overwhelming classist sentiments and conflicting, almost hypocritical viewpoints on different hierarchical power structures. Look, hypocrisy comes with being elite. That's just how it typically happens. Like that's a standard thing amongst the super rich and wealthy and powerful. Because like it's so much easier to be a hypocrite that way. You can just do whatever the fuck you want. Hypocrisy is super powerful and easy. As long as you have no shame You can be the biggest hypocrite ever and reap all of the benefits. I mean, we've seen that happen. We've seen that happen in like all sorts of places in politics and shit like that. And I'm not going to bring up specific examples. I'm certain you are aware of some yourself. Point is, we need to enforce shame more. There needs because I don't remember who said it. I've heard it. Someone else said it. But basically, someone who is completely shameless is like a glitch in the matrix of reality. Like, society just doesn't know how to deal with someone who just has zero shame. When they just do whatever they want, they are as hypocritical as they want to be and just flauntingly. And nobody knows what to do with that or how to deal with that. And it's just like, and they just get away with it because it just doesn't compute. How can anyone be so just blatantly shameless about everything? And it's like, it's something we haven't figured out yet as a society completely. But anyway, no, you just puked your guts out for some other completely different reason. It was probably just something in the air that smelled. Something's probably just full of shit. Yeah. Whatever you say, I guess. You decide to hit the conversational go back button and challenge Eridan on a much more interesting topic that came up. Why isn't he very public as an ally if he's so fascinated with the subject of gender? Why are you kidding? I'm not an ally, I haven't fucking done anything. Even if I were, I don't know if you've noticed from my whole quadrant situation, but people know and hate me. It's like, I've been such a relentless flirt that it's become policy at some theaters and restaurants for employees to stab specifically Eridan and Pora in the hand. If I annoy them, which isn't too big a deal because wild bloods like me are pretty fucking sturdy, but I suck and I bet half of this whole planet knows it. To the extent that, like, if I openly support something like the destigmatization of gender, non-conformant roles, any existing groups would hate me, and anyone outside those would use me as an excuse to deride the seriousness of it all. Alright, well, he's actually thought about it quite carefully. You know, he could start by not being such a shit in the first place. That would fix a lot of problems. But, well, I guess that's a more complex and long-term issue for him to fix. And I'm not going to be selfish about this thing in particular. Oh, you didn't really think about it at all like that? Even then, sure, it wouldn't be as bad as Eridan thinks that. Oh, it would be really bad. Come on, Stickman. It's so easy to vilify a whole group if one of that group is just turns out to be a piece of shit on the sideline for unrelated things. It's so easy. People do that all the time. It's the easiest thing in the world to just completely negate some kind of positive movement by just pointing out, hey, that member is a piece of shit. He like did this thing, and that's it. It's hard to fight against that. Like, if it gets out quickly enough and early enough, and there's like, bullshit travels halfway across the world before the truth can get its pants on. That's like one of the phrases, like something similar to that. You get the idea. Doesn't particularly apply to this circumstance that was discussed moments ago, but whatever. Similar principle. With like separating a piece of shit from your movement because they're a piece of shit, and what they're a piece of shit about is unrelated to the movement. Okay, no, I'm not going to get into any topic specific like that. Moving on. At this point, I'm used to being hated. Comfortable with it, even. At least it means someone thinking about me. There's a palpable loneliness in his words. Maybe this is why he's so desperate all the time. Anyways, let's talk about something else. Like Solux. Do you know if he has the rumor that highly sought after double bulge or not? Just curious. What? Fuck it, I'll ask him myself. Before you can say anything else, dissuade him from simultaneously being a huge creepy asshole to one of his friends and possibly unraveling one of the most unnecessarily mysteries of troll biology, Eridan whips out a palm husk and starts frantically dialing in some numbers with extreme precision. Hey, for fuck's sake, this better not be about your eggs again. Did not tell you a million times to stop talking to me already. First of all, don't rub it in about theft piss blood. I can come to your house and put a bullet through your skull. Second of all, no, I'm here to ask about something else. Do you have a fucking double bulge? Wow, what the fuck? You kind of hate this conversation. When you look at Eridan, you get the feel that despite initiating it, he kind of does too. He's pacing around frantically. What the fuck is the point? I've heard the rumors, pal. First off, not your pal. Second of all, what makes you think I don't have a triple bulge? Fuck off. Listen, we aren't unraveling this mystery for a couple of weeks, sweeps at least. It's way too fucking funny to do that. You are way too goddamn lame. Why do I even talk to you? No, what the fuck is this conversation? You should be fucking ecstatic that I graced you with my effervescent goddamn phone presence. You mean palm husk. What the fuck ever, dude. Cranky because I'm fucking irresistible, aren't you? Fuck you. Ever since the apocalypse got fucking cancelled, you turned into this completely moronic e-boy and it's driving me out of my goddamn mind. Lamar, do you even know what an e-boy is? I bet you're just mad because you got cucked by me super hard. What? Yeah, I've basically been making out with FF for the last 30 minutes now. What? Hey, Solix, who are... Hey, you talking to? An entitled sub. But yeah... Oh, it's a different person. Put Fef on the phone, you quadruple horn dick shitter. Oh, are you finally making fish puns? I'm definitely making some kind of pun right now, yeah. Listen, you stupid motherfucker, next time I see you, I will kill you. Really now, are you really murderous today or just trying to get your daily nigging on me? Listen, how about we sell this whole ass mess now? I'm gonna head on over to that airship you keep driving around the neighborhood in 2 hours. Get your dumbass over there and fight me, fuckboy. You hear a beep from the phone. Solix hung up. Eridan's face softens from an expression of rage and anger into one of tranquility and calm, before he starts to laugh a little. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that conversation at all? God damn, what the hell? Holy shit. This is a date I'm about to go on, wow. Sure date. Okay, what? Okay, I think I missed the beat. I think I missed something there. You put a hand on his back and congratulate him. He seems as anxious as he is ecstatic at the moment. Somehow, he's completely changed his demeanor from when he was talking to Solix. It was like he was almost playing up his awfulness. He starts mumbling to himself about what he's going to do and say to Solix when he gets here. A lot of it sounds pretty rude, but also rather performative. Like what a wrestler says when they have fictional beef. Oh, that's great. I do love that. Wrestling beef. But I haven't watched a single thing. I only have secondhand knowledge of wrestling beef, but it sounds so fucking ridiculous. I love it. I don't think I ever will watch wrestling beef and stuff like that, those dramas. But I do love that it exists. It's just beautiful. It's soap opera it's just a soap opera. It literally is, just with a different tone of beefy guys beating the hell out of each other. And it's wonderful. I love that it exists. I love it. You decide to take this opportunity to snatch a cape. Gotta update your ever-growing wardrobe. Some time passes and you make your way to the airship with Eridan, who's having trouble keeping his face from cracking into a smile. Or at least the closest expression you've ever seen him having of one. Solix hovers in front of you, a couple dozen feet above. Hello. When you look up at him, his frown contorts into something more akin to a snarl, and the red-blue energy starts crackling around his eyes like lightning. Remember when I asked you to stop calling me? What? I've asked you literally 40 times to stop doing that, and so many other things, and you haven't listened. So I've decided I'm gonna cut you out of my life, one way or another. Understand? You look at Eridan. He looks a little less ecstatic about it than he did before. So I guess Eridan came up with something like in his head, like, that's not a date. He gazes directly at Solix above him with a worried look on his face, shifting his general stance so that he can better keep his balance. You have a feeling this is more than he bargained for. You look down to the ground and reflexively brace yourself for impact. You felt combat psionics before with Azdaja, and shit gets crazy fast. It's a good thing you did too. You hear a much louder crackle this time, and look up at Solix, an aura now visibly enveloping his body. He's glowing red and blue, with lightning still energizing into existence inches away from his eyes. You feel the shockwaves of his pure psionic force weighing you down, making your legs feel more like jelly every second. It's as if gravity itself is bowing down to Solix. Come on now, is this all you fucking got? Something about Eridan's feeble tone tells you that this is absolutely more than he bargained for. Nevertheless, he pulls out his gun and aims it right at Solix with completely unwarranted confidence. Solix's psychokinetic force is so overwhelming that your legs give out, and you hit the deck, stomach to the floor, knees to the ground, and ass in the air. Yeah, there's pretty much no way you can stop this. Solix shoots fucking laser beams out of his eyes, and Eridan returns the favor with his own gun's laser, resulting in the most anime-ass beam struggle you've ever seen. The clash ends in a huge explosion of smoke that obscures everything from you. Well, this escalated quickly. Defying the force of the blast, you zap into the smoke to get a better look. You're quickly met with a vast array of shurikens spinning wildly through the air in front of you, towards Eridan, using the smoke as cover. Eridan blasts most of them away, but the largest lodges itself right into the barrel of his gun. As if to say, nothing personal, jackass, Solix flies out from behind, swiftly drop-kicking Eridan into a cannon, which seems to have been loaded with glitter? When Eridan crashes through the other side, he's collapsed covered in scrapes and confetti. He's bleeding less than you expected. Nothing personal, jackass. By the time Eridan gets up and dislodges the shuriken from his gun, Solix has disappeared from both of your fields of view. Where the hell did he... You hear literal tons of rock crumbling from below. You look down and see nothing. You look left, right, behind you, all around, upwards. Ah, he's above you. Pointing upward. Levitating some kind of humongous... Is that a fucking shopping mall? Did Solix bring a fucking mall to a gunfight? I mean, if it's an American mall, he brought everything. He brought multiple guns and bazookas to a gunfight in that shopping mall. Wait, that mall. It's that mall. The one where, in an errant timeline, Daraya pleaded with you to take her to Earth, away from this hellish plant society and into a world that was even the slightest bit less bleak. You lose yourself briefly in your thoughts. You couldn't help Daraya then, and now that it'd be easy to, fulfilling that wonder quest is impossible yet again. It's so frustrating. You couldn't save Daraya. You couldn't save anyone. And maybe it's too late for you to do that, but maybe you've been fucking around too much today. Maybe, just maybe, there's someone you can save right now. The mall is massive, and if it collides with the ship from that high above... Ah, fuck. You have to get out of here. Gotta give you credit here, Sol. Nobody's ever tried to maul me with something so fucking big. What the fuck do you mean, maul you? What does that even mean? Maul isn't a verb. No, hold on. Okay, see, we're thinking of two different words that sound the same. Wait. I literally could not care less. Solix flings the thankfully abandoned maul directly at Eridan with that what must be an ungodly amount of psychic force, screaming his throat raw the entire time. Okay, it's now or never. You have to get off of this ship now. Eridan might be durable enough to survive getting dropkicked through solid steel with nothing more than a couple of scratches, but you're fragile. You'd probably die from tripping on the stairs wrong. But even then, there's no way Eridan's getting out of this unscathed. Maybe you have time to save him. What should you do? He'll be fine. But we're friends now, I guess. But, fuck it, let's just save him. You can't just sit here and let someone, even someone like Eridan, get sandwiched in between a massive airship and an entire fucking mall. You've got this. You're about to jump in like a fucking action hero and save Eridan. What is there to worry about anyways? All you have to do is teleport in and out. Alright, step 1. Teleport in. You zap right in front of Eridan and he immediately shoots your arm off. Oh, well, okay. Okay, ow. Eridan clearly wasn't planning to injure you so badly. You quickly see that he's rocketing to the edge of the ship using his gun's blast as propulsion. Fuck, he already had an escape plan and... Jesus fuck, this hurts. Your arm, or what's left of it, feels like it got plunged into that fucking sun. Why did nobody tell you that sudden laser beam amputation hurt this much? Distracted by the pain, you find it hard to focus on warping out of here. You can't even bring yourself to focus on Solix yelling fuck 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 as the titanic shopping structure hurtles towards you. You try to steady your breathing, calm down, and try to focus on the reality around you. Unfortunately, reality doesn't stop for you. and neither does the unflappable march of gravity, as the sheer force of them all crushes you to death. If only you were a little less fragile, maybe you'd find two boys surrounded by the rubble of a crash site, shaken at the fatal consequences of their spat. Okay. Whoops. Okay. No. We're getting a proper ending. We're getting the good ending here. Jeez, we're gonna get all the bad endings here. Alright, watch a movie. Get off the ship without him. Fuck it, he'll be fine. If there's anything he needs help with right now, it's something a little bit deeper in his soul than the fact he's being attacked by a building. You try to think of somewhere to zap, anywhere. While you do this, you notice Eridan fire a blast towards the ship from his gun, propelling him away from the center of impact. You, meanwhile, just need to get out of here, as fast as your mind can take you. So you close your eyes, zap away, and feel your surroundings change. You find yourself in a wasteland. There's a ton of smoke in the distance, coming from what must be the site of the airship's crash. You take solace in the fact that Solix was cognizant enough of his surroundings that he chose not to send the ship crashing into a city full of people because of beef he had with one dude. After a bit of walking, you see the source of the smoke in the distance. The wreckage is astounding. There are sharp metal fragments and concrete pointing out in all directions. Standing in front of it all is Solix. You frantically zap your way towards him and ask if he and Eridan are all right. Well, that shows a guy not to ask people about the shape of their bulge. Yeah, we're both fine. He's not dead. Oh, thank God. For the record, I haven't actually made out with FF or anything yet. That was just to rile him up. You ask Solix what Eridan did to him that was so bad he wanted to kill him. Okay, first of all, definitely didn't want to kill him. Way too much of a hassle. I would know if he was about to die anyway. Second of all, this asswipe calls me a ass crack clock and either spouts some high blood superiority garbage he doesn't even believe or complains about his love life. Basically every fucking day. So what he's saying is that throwing a maul at Eridan was just meant to send a message? Pretty much. You know, not long ago he actually tried to pay me lots of money to wiretap FF just to see if she ever talked about him. Ah, jeez. Yikes. Naturally I took the money and didn't do that at all. Well, fair enough, I guess. Massive waste of time and energy, not to mention skeevy as fuck. I actually told her about that because it was kind of hilariously pathetic. It's how we got talking in the first place. Well, okay. Okay. But enough about me. Why do you even care about this guy? I get your whole friend shtick, but he's not your responsibility nor mine. Maybe Solix is right. Maybe it's not your job as a friend to make Eridan feel better, or fix his problems, or set him on the right track. That's probably why everyone gets sick of him. But, like, you're supposed to do something here. For everyone. You can feel it. Like, you're supposed to smear your huge ass all over Destiny and say, "Eat my ass, Destiny, all these kids will get the chance at good life." Well, now, you sure this isn't just some kind of zero hero complex? Maybe? Probably. You just wish Eridan could be a little bit less of a tool bag. Is that too much to ask? Well, I guess you can do whatever you want. I won't stop you. But he doesn't deserve this, you know. Maybe not, but this doesn't change what you're gonna try and do. You've got a lot to say to Eridan. You wave Solix goodbye and make your way around the field of rubble. It only takes you a few minutes to find Eridan, sitting on some rocks. Fucking, that hurt like hell. He's alive. Of course I'm alive. You think I'd die just because I got a building thrown at me? Actually, if I didn't blast myself out of the way, I'd probably have been buried under a lot more rubble. Probably wouldn't have been able to dig myself out. Solix probably could have done that, but if he went this far to kill me, I really doubt he'd do that willingly. There's no way he hates me in a way that'll lead to a decent collegious relationship. I was actually pretty close to biting the dust here, huh? Hey, do you ever think to yourself that you have all the power you could ever want or need, and every win catered to with ease, and that even despite all that, your happy moments are as fake as magic is? Maybe even more fake. There's no way I'm not doing something wrong here. After all this, I can only wonder what you think of me. I'm just a scumbag who keeps setting himself up to fail, right? You ask Eridan if he wants the truth, wondering aloud if he can even handle it. Listen, I'm not gonna be in any more pain than I'm in right now, having been dumped 3 consecutive times. And also getting crushed under several tons of concrete too, I guess. I can handle the fucking truth, so just give it to me. In front of you, you see an absolutely hopeless moron who's achieved their station in life through no work of their own and who's placed all his stock into social lies. He's cherry-picked the ones that have worked for him and rejected all of the others. But what has that done for him, really? Absolutely nothing. Believing in this society has only ever hurt him. Maybe not in the same way it's hurt your other friends, but not even trolls on the top of the heap are immune to Alternia's brand of poison. He's 6 sweeps old kid who's ultimately just scared, lonely and confused. Someone who doesn't have to be hopeless. Someone who can violently burn away all his failings and rise from the ashes like a phoenix who decided, maybe this next life, let's not be so fucking racist all the time. So you tell Eridan to get up from his throne of wreckage on his sunken ship and start making his way to some pit stops of self-betterment before more people take grievance with him the way Solx has. Then maybe he can tear down all the false hopes that comforted him throughout the sweeps. Damn, Okay, not that this isn't surprisingly deep-cutting and hopeful adversary reflection, but like, there's no way I'm gonna remember all this. You gotta at least write this down or something. Don't worry, this is a text-based game. There's definitely gonna be transcripts available online in a matter of hours. Gonna be honest here, I'm gonna have to ruminate on all this for a while. But I think I'm tired of being and feeling so awful all the time. I just don't know where to even begin with myself. And I think that you might be asking a lot more of me than you think. Life never stops asking a lot from you. Fair point. It's definitely gonna be a long process. There's pretty much no way you can force-feed the guy a redemption arc in the span of today. Hell, you'd be surprised if he didn't still suck a year from now. But even the shittiest kids can change a lot, with a good push in the right direction. Hey, thanks for sticking by me. Even if only for today. Of course, you tell Eridan. What else are friends for? And besides, your day with him isn't over yet. Wait, what do you mean by that? The movie! After all this, you want to still spend time with me? Absolutely. You take Eridan's hand and pull him up to his feet. After all, you two have a movie to watch. There we go. Yeah. This is my swamp. Victory. There we go. Yeah. Shrek 2. Fuck yeah. Alright. That was solid. Excellent. Good. Now then. Now, let's have a little pause as I refill my water. And then we'll get back to the next part. Next part. Ta-ta. And hello.